Last week, I asked people to print out their resumes and to stick them on the fridge and look at them. And I want you all to do that. And here's why. Most people walk around Melbourne as if they're guaranteed some kind of success. They walk around with ideas about acting. They walk around with intellectual thoughts about it. But it's all up here. And it's pointless to have it all up here if you're not actually getting out there and doing the work. Do something. Do a play. Do a short film, right? It has to be there. If you're not shooting 5 to 10 short films a year, it needs to be that amount of number, right? You're going nowhere. I need you to understand this, because everyone in Melbourne walks around like they guarantee that their career is going to make it. And I'm saying it's not. Do the math. What's on your resume right now? 5 things? 10, maybe? How old are you? In LA, people have 7, 6, 8, 9 upcoming projects. How many upcoming projects do you have? If you have 0, what are you doing about it? If you have 1, great, big deal. In 10 years, you'll have 10 short films. We can't control what they film here. We can't control when an agent calls and says, hey, you've got an audition, come in tomorrow. That's out of our control, right? And even if that happens, what, are you gonna get 2, 3 commercials or 2, 3 auditions a year? Maybe 1 for a feature film, and you will not be the lead. It will be like a few words down, a waitress or whatever it is, all right? Because that's the reality of our world. So in the meantime, what are you doing? I tell people all day long, what would you cast yourself in? Not everyone's a writer, but then find a short scene, find a story. You know, some of you put all these amazing stories on Facebook, and I go, what a waste of your time. Put them into a film. Cast yourself in it. If you're not a writer, get together with a couple of actors, improvise. They do this all day long at the actor studio. They call it the playwrights and directors unit. A bunch of playwrights get together, directors, actors, and they workshop scenes. Get together. It takes a lot more work than you think. It takes a lot more effort and discipline than you think. It takes consistency. These things don't just happen. People are walking around as if their career is going to just happen. 1 film a year is nothing, right? If you want to be an extra on a film, great. That's nothing against that, but that's not what we're here for. You didn't start this journey so that you can be an extra on a film. You started this film because you want to be in a lead in a feature film. That's how you've got to think. That's how high you need to aim. Because if you aim up here, there's a good chance you'll aim here. If you aim here, you'll end up down here. If you end up down here, go home. Don't do this. It takes so much more work than you think. I asked people to print out the resume and look at it. A week will go past, nothing will change. A month will go past, nothing will change. Why? It's been 2 months. What are you doing about it? How are you going to grow your body of work? I want you to understand this. It's like going to a restaurant and I've got a chef telling me all these amazing dishes and how good they are and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, I need to eat right now. What do you have on the menu? If you have nothing on the menu, you will not get noticed. You need a body of work. Get together with your acting friends. Create a scene. That's one of the things that we do here. I mean, it's not just, there's one aspect of our work, which is we teach you acting skills and we want you to use them. But a big part of it is get out there and do something. Get out there consistently. I ask for people for 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day isn't much, not for a career. I can't explain this to people. Most of you have 2 hours. You think you don't. You think you don't, but you do. You spend easily an hour on Facebook, easily an hour watching TV. That's 2 hours. And the shitty thing about this is that the work is uninspiring. People don't get that. People walk around Melbourne going, I'm inspired. I did a weekend workshop, I read a book, I saw a film, great. Inspiration without the work is absolute pointless. If you do the work, it's hours and hours of not knowing what to do. It's hours of boredom. A writer faces a blank page. They stare at that page. They try things. You, as an actor, should try things. How does my character work? How do they sit? How do they talk? What can come up in this scene, in this improv? It's a lot of getting through all that shit before you find that little medallion of gold. And that just takes putting in the hours. There's no magic bullet. There's no shortcut to this. You just got to put in the hours. Don't sit there for 10 minutes and get on Facebook and go, oh, I'm doing something, and then go on board. It's been 10 minutes. If you go to any college that's worth its weight in salt, you're going to go there and say, I want to do this. I want to become a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is. And if you say, I can't have 2 hours a day to commit, they won't let you in. You need to understand this. No one's calling you. No one's making that stupid phone of yours ring because you've got nothing to offer them yet. You've got ideas. If you had a body of work, they would look at it. It's never perfect. That's the fear, that it's got to be perfect. It's not perfect, but you've got to put your best foot forward all the time, and you've got to work on your craft. Get your art down, get out there, produce stuff, work on things. Theater, film, short film, everything. 2 hours a day is nothing. Print out that resume of yours, stick it on the fridge, look at it. If it's dead or nothing's moved in a month, what are you doing? You think this is going to be around forever. You think your career will actually happen. And I'm saying, no, you've just pissed away a month. And before you know it, it will be the end of the year, and then holidays come in, and it's a cat's birthday and all that kind of shit, and you end up falling behind. You need to work on this consistently. Not when you feel like it, not when an audition happens and people call me up and go, I got a big audition, I need it now. I'm like, yeah, too late. You need to work consistently. When no one's watching, when you're private, read plays, do some body work, some relaxation, some sensory, some anything, whatever you like. And if you don't know what sensory and relaxation are, then do your own research. Do some character work. Put those in a scene. Film it. I don't care if you use your phone. It's better than nothing. At the end of the month, you'll have something. And you're still open to those big things like an agent calling and saying, go for audition. We're not above that. But without the other stuff, you actually have nothing going for yourself. You need to wake up and realize this is the reality of my career. Not what I'm imagining, not what I'm striving for. It comes down to reality. If I walked into your restaurant, what could you serve me right now? And if you've got nothing ready, wake up. That's what it's about. It's your journey, but I guarantee you, you started it with a much bigger vision, and you're not even addressing that vision. It's called work. Get to it consistently.